Now, Al Snow, I think I've done 4 or 5 interviews with him now. He's very popular on this channel. Did you have any experiences with him you could share with us that might be unique to you?
Yeah, I mean, Al Snow was in charge of the TNA developmental system when it came to OVW. And once you got signed to TNA in developmental system, you didn't get to train with Rick Rogers anymore. You strictly trained with Al Snow after that. So it was like a completely different sort of mindset after that. You went from the repetitive style and very abrasive style of Rick Rogers to an all of a sudden more methodical storytelling television style of Al Snow. So it was kind of like a really well-rounded. My funny Al Snow story, I don't even know if he remembers this, but I do. I will never forget it. So I got gut check. Everybody knows that. I was the first girl picked for gut check, and I was the first gut check contestant that was completely live on television. So the first gut check, the match was taped, the promo was taped. The second gut check, the match was taped, the promo was live. And then mine, the match and the promo were just live. Like I didn't get to rehearse, nothing. It was just all live. And we had to like hit a commercial cue and like all this stuff that I had never we practiced at practice, but it's completely different when you're live on Spike TV, which costs thousands upon thousands of dollars. You know, with I think they were hitting around 2 million views or 1 million views, something like that at that point. Um, so I get gut check, right? I've already done my match, so then I have to come back another week, the next week. And the next week is the promo, the reveal. And I'm on the same flight as Al Snow Hannibal. And in my head, I'm like, don't ask him, Taylor. Don't be weak sauce. Don't be a little bitch. Like, ask him. Don't ask him. Just do your job. Whatever happens, you know you're just a body to fill a spot. So make the best of it. Make them have to say yes, even though they were supposed to say no. Make them feel like they would look stupid if they say no. Even though you know you're just a body, that's what you got to do. Get yourself noticed, even if you were just some random default player number one. So that was the mindset, right? And that was the reality of the situation. So I'm on the same flight as Al Snow, and something happens to our plane. We're going from Louisville to Atlanta, Atlanta to Orlando. Something happens to our plane. They're completely calm, and they're like, you can feel free to get off, but if you get off, you have to take your bags and wait to come back on. If you stay on, you can stay on, take a nap, whatever. So I'm waiting, and he's waiting. We're in different seats for a little over an hour. And then the microphone and the pilot come back on and say that we have to get off the plane. There's been a fire inside the engine part, something to do with like the alternator or something. And we're like, whoa, we've been on a plane that's been on fire, and we didn't know. So then we're stuck in Atlanta and we're waiting at least 5 hours, maybe more. We're starting to wonder if we're going to make it to Orlando for Impact at the Universal Studios. And I remember Al Snow saying, "Man, Taylor, I could have gotten us a rental car and we could have driven to Orlando by now." And the whole time we were sitting there for more than 5 hours, and I never once asked him if I was going to win gut check. Nothing. We just talked about everything else. And then finally I get there and they don't tell me nothing. I just have to go out there and cut a promo, and they made sure that I had to hit a certain time cue. And I did, and I was like, yes, my project will be so proud. It was so funny. And they start saying the yeses and the nos and stuff, and it gets to Al Snow, and he gives this little tiny spiel, and then he says no. And I was like, right then and there, I wanted to kick his teeth in so bad. I was like, wait a second, this whole time, this whole trip, you were going to say no. And then all of a sudden, here comes Taz and Bruce Pritchard, and they say yes. I think one of them was supposed to say no. I get signed. The whole arena erupts. It was just so crazy. I was like, who would have thought some random young girl from Massachusetts would be getting like a standing ovation, people cheering like crazy in Orlando, Florida. So it was such a gratifying experience to be like, this is what this feels like. This is amazing. I always want to feel like this. It was so cool. You know, this nobody, this one girl revolution. And it was just amazing. And that's one of my favorite Al Snow things. So then I'm like, Al, really? Really, Al? And he's just like, you know, in his Al fashion. And fast forward to him being the owner of OVW now, and I think he's doing such an amazing job. Like, I'm almost jealous that that stuff wasn't happening when I was at OVW. I'm like, man, that setup looks so cool. This TV stuff and production looks so cool. I'm jealous.
Thank you for watching the Hannibal TV. Please like this video if you enjoyed it and click the subscribe button to not miss any of our latest shoot interviews, match videos, or news updates. Support us on patreon.com for $1.99 a month to watch our full shoot interviews ad-free and help our channel grow. Follow us on Twitter at the Hannibal TV for instant updates.